We are happy that you are here. That means you want to further develop in your life. Thank you for joining us when we talk about mindset, motivation, discipline, how to defeat struggle, and how to take responsibility for your own happiness. I am your host Joakim, and together with me is the co-host and my sister Annika. Let's make a 101% effort in making our lives the best we can. Welcome back, everyone. Then we are on episode 49, positive thinking. Almost at episode 50. The time flies when you have it fun. So, have you ever experienced feeling like gray, stormy weather, where you just feel dark, cloudy, heavy, and your vision is foggy? On those days, of course, you will experience more setbacks than on the day you feel like sunshine. The days that make you want to run barefoot in the grass and you can feel the freedom of the warm, summery weather. The truth is, you can create your own sunshine, a sunshine that will shed light to the positive within you, the one that is super contagious and will lead to more positive things comes your way. Let's just take a look into how you can create your sunlight and warm the entire environment around you. So, Annika, now it's Ramadan and you are fasting. Is it difficult? Are you hungry? Are you thirsty?
No, Alhamdulillah, it's going very good. I feel good. The time flies. And it's a very nice time, actually. We wake up super early, around 4 a.m., eat a breakfast together, drink tea, and talk together with the family. And then we pray together as soon as the prayer opens up. Pray first, and then we pray again, one of the 5 daily prayers when that one opens up. And then we just have a lot of time throughout the day to read the Quran, spend time together, and of course, it's a happy time when the meal comes in the evening. Hmm.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's good to hear. I see some picture of you in your Instagram and your Snapchat, and you have some meals and some nuts and and you have some candles, and it look very beautiful and nice.
Mhm. Thank you. It is really nice. I feel very peaceful because I don't have that energy going up and down throughout the day. My blood sugar is stable and my energy level is stable. And lighting up the candles in the evening, going to the mosque to pray the extra Ramadan prayer. So it's a time where I feel very close to my faith. And also, it is easy because we have the privilege to open the fast every evening. It's many people around the world who cannot do that. So it's all about perspective. For us, we're very privileged and very lucky.
That's good. Good to hear.
Mhm. And
Positive
it,
thinking as always.
as always,
Mm.
and that is what we're going to talk about today as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
because I think that you have to think about how you come across. You have to think about what you tell other people, what kind of impression you give to other people. Because sometimes someone will walk into your life and they'll just complain about everything and then just walk and you'll just feel like exhausted. And then I'm very aware of these kind of things because in the previous episode we just finished a recording an interview with Ilse Håbjörg, and she is such a charging station, like the one you have for electric cars where you just charge your batteries and then it's full when you leave them. And Ilse is a person like that, and so many people that we hang around are like that. And I want to be like that. I want to make people feel better after um, talking with me. And you have to be aware of these things. What do you say? What kind of vibe do you bring? How do you share for people? And I think that you have to be a converter of bad energy as well, because I am super affected by people's energy and moods. And this is a weakness I have. Um, I was told when I was very young that I'm very sensitive, that my filter that I have around me is very thin, a lot thinner than other people. So I take in the impressions and feelings and moods of others very easily. And this drains me so much. So this is something that I'm trying to practice these days, to just try to convert it. If someone is angry, I don't get affected by it. If someone is moody or irritated or negative, I try to just convert it into me keeping my good energy. But of course, if someone is very negative, I distance myself, because it's not really worth bringing down myself, because I get physically impacted by my feelings. I get physically in a bad state if people are so negative around me.
Absolutely. Don't get affected by others' feelings,
Hmm.
because then they control your life.
Right.
Good quote I remember from back
Hmm.
in the days when I read a lot of quotes.
Very good. I like that one.
Yeah, it's a great one.
Hmm.
So about positive thinking, self-talk. It's important. You have to talk yourself up instead of down the spiral.
Hmm.
Feed yourself with positive self-talk. Say great things that boost you instead of negative things that draw you down. I told the story before, but it was 1.5 years ago. I was gonna take the belt in kickboxing, and that's the hardest training on all year. And it was a winter in Norway, a lot of snow, cold wind, very cold outside. And I went to my work, and I was freezing that day. I have fever. I hurt my head, and my body was shaking all day. But I worked my 8 hours, went home, still sick, not feel well. And when I come home, I start to say to myself, "Okay, now I feel much better." Actually, I didn't. I just told myself, "I feel much better." Okay, my head not hurt so much now. It still hurt the same. And just drank and eat a little bit. Oh, I'm feel well now. And the time yet went, and I feel, oh, I feel much better. I almost fresh now. And I talk like this to myself. And then I went to the kickboxing training, and I was sick, but I told myself, no, I'm healthy now. I'm not sick anymore, and I'm so good, and I'm not have fever, not hurt my head, nothing. And I start to believe it, and I did perform very well. Of course, I have to be in shape, and I was in shape, but I tricked myself with positive thoughts, and then I did a good performance, and I get my belt. So that's something positive uh, self-talk can do with you. So you just have to train yourself to be positive. And people say to me and Annika, "Oh, you sound so positive, and you are positive all the time." And spoiler alert, it's actually true. We are almost positive all the time in this podcast, but also in our daily life, because we have trained ourselves for a long time to be positive. Because then we are much more happy, and people around us are much more happy, and you can train up yourself for everything. Yeah. So we are positive people, because then our life became more positive.
Definitely. And it's so true what you say. You can trick your mind into believing whatever you want. We have talked a lot about the law of attraction. It is true. Your mind is a magnet. So if you feel blessed, you feel positive, you feel good, good things will come your way without a doubt. And I could choose to think now that, oh, I'm thirsty, I'm hungry, all of these things. And then I would feel like that throughout all the day where I'm fasting. But I don't. Why even think about that? People have it so much worse. In a few hours, I'll break my fast. And then I rather focus about the good things about Ramadan, the discipline, the closeness you have to God, and the things that you give back, uh, you know? So changing your focus will change your interpretation of everything. And there is a thing I want to show you, because I'll share my screen now for the listeners that watch us on YouTube. It is a method that we talked about in my education when I took the social work education. And it is Erik Erikson that made this model where he kind of explains the 8 phases of life. He says that everyone goes through this. And then, shortly explained, you either win or you lose in a way in these phases. And the first four, it is up to your parents to teach you the victory in a way, that you will gain trust for adults, that you will have these things on the left hand side here. And then, of course, the next four phases, you are a young adult and an adult and a grown up. And then it's up to you. It's your responsibility to develop identity, intimacy, these kind of things. And I think this model is so fascinating because it is something that everyone is experiencing. So I want you to take a short moment and reflect upon where are you in this. And you can find this model just by searching on it on Google. And please reflect upon, did you gain the winning outcome on the previous stages? And where are you now? And also, where are you going? Let's say that you are now 40 years old. You're in the period of time where you can experience generativity or stagnation. So what will you do in your line of work or personal development or personal life to not stagnate, but to keep develop and to keep evolving as a person? So I think this is something that's very fascinating to look at, because you have to be aware of this. You have responsibility to come out on the winning end of this. And this is something we're gonna keep in mind throughout the episode as well, where you are now and what you can do to achieve things. But first, let's take a closer look into the science behind it and how you can implement more positive thinking in your own life.
Research show that people who maintain an optimistic attitude live longer and live healthier lives than those who lack an optimistic attitude. This is because optimistic attitude can lead to better decisions, which lead to better overall health. It is actually mind-blowing to see how much positive thinking actually affect our overall health. Some studies have shown that positive thinking can improve your mental health. Positive thinking actually prevent psychological stress that can lead to immune changes.
It can also improve your physical health because it actually reduces the risk of severity of illness and it boosts your immune system.
It increases your motivation, very important.
Mhm. And it enhances your resilience.
Improve your relationship to yourself as well to others.
It boosts your confidence.
You will handle stress and problems in a better way.
And it will help you being more grateful and happy in life.
And it is more likely to lead you to success. There was a study done in 2006 in Florida at a tennis academy. They look at the difference in the top 5 players in the world versus the top 25. What stood out among the 5 best? It was not their diet, exercise, or coaching, as you might have assumed. What I found out was that their positive way of thinking divided the best from the others.
Hmm.
In the 10 to 15 seconds after a point had been scored, those athletes who have a positive thought, such as, I love this game, there is nowhere else I'd rather be. I may not have gotten that shot, but I will get the next one. It slowed their heart rate down, and throughout the entire competition, they were conserving a lot of energy. They feel better about themselves, and they got the victory. So, athletes or anyone that wants to perform well in anything, think positive.
Furthermore, looking into the neuroscience, positive thinking has been shown to magnify the effects of serotonin, dopamine, and endorphins in our brains, which is especially helpful in reducing depression. So what we see here is that positive thinking can prevent some of the most complex mental illness there is.
Also, there is found evidence that positive thinking may be helpful for people who are suffering from addiction because the chemical associated with positive thought can, over time, replace the chemicals that produce craving for drugs, alcohol, or other substances.
Hmm.
This is mind-blowing. One great way to practice this is to summon positive thoughts about the future, or seeing yourself healthy and fulfilled whenever you notice a carving emerge.
You have to wire your brain in the way that make you think positive. Whether you're struggling with depression, addiction, or just to prevent these things from happening. We have to teach our children these kind of things, and we have to inspire the people around us to think more positive. Why? Because it is a superpower. It is the solution to many of our inner challenges, both when it comes to physical health and mental health.
Every morning, I used to do morning positive talk and gratitude. First, I take the gratitude, thanks God for that I have an amazing, good daughter, a good family, and good friend. That we are healthy, and I am a good person, and then that I live in a great and peaceful country. That's my gratitude. And after that, I talk positive to myself so I can boost up myself. I say, I am a great father, great son, great brother, great friend, and a great human being. I am strong, healthy, smart, driven, in good physical and mental shape. Funny, charismatic, an alpha male, and I feel fresh and good. I am ready for a new, wonderful day. This is a great start of the day every morning I do. And I boost up myself, I gratitude, I thanks for the good thing in my life, and then I speak positive and say good thing to myself. And I get boosted up, I get more energy, I get more excited. So it's so great to do every morning.
This is amazing because what you do is that you're grateful. You don't take things for granted, but you thank God for the amazing things that you have, which also activates being more grateful and positive throughout the day. And when you say that you are a great father, a great son, it keeps you accountable because it is a reminder that I'm going to go out in this day and be a great father. So it as well as it is a good thing to say to yourself for the job that you're already doing, like a pat on the shoulder, it's also a good reminder that you have a job to do today. So this is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you say, it is a job, yeah, because
Mhm.
everything in life, as we talked about before, you rent. You don't owe anything. You don't own your health, your money, your house, your relationship, everything. Because if you not work for improving it and still have it, you will lose it.
Mhm.
So you have to do the job. And this is a great way to boost yourself up so you can start doing the good job.
Mhm.
Now I'm going to tell you about the bad apple effect. It was a study done in 2006 where they took a group of 5 people and randomly added a negative person in the group to see how it will affect the group while they were working on tasks. The group that had one negative person did 40% worse on all of their tasks, and their quality of their work decreased by 25%. Also, they found that the group with the negative person had 50% more conflict and more disagreement, which lead to the less effective collaboration. Think about this for a minute. Okay, 1 minute finished. This session in this research project was only 30 to 60 minutes. And the consequence were this bad. Think about how a negative person affect you when they are around you even more. Build your positive thoughts, you create them. You are the entrepreneur of your own mind, your own life. You have to feel some way. So why not feel happy? Why not think positive?
Mhm. As my brother mentioned earlier, it is a spiral that goes upwards or downwards. And if you're going down that negative loop, you get severely affected by the downward effect of it. And you can lose control about how fast that goes down and who you bring along with you. Negativity is super toxic. It is so dangerous. And I distance myself from it. And let's keep the model of Erik Erikson in mind now, the one we looked at previously. Losing end of that in the last 4 phases of life gives you confusion, isolation, stagnation, and despair. This can lead to bitterness and negative things that you feel that can lead to mental illness, but also drag the people around you down, and the way that you view the world, your vision gets cloudy. So it is super important to think about winning these stages of life, working on your personal development, working on yourself, working on your positivity.
Because on the flip side of this, the winning side, this, if you cultivate positive thinking, which is super contagious to the mindset you have, how optimistic you face situation in your life, and how you make other people feel, it is amazing to see how far up the spiral will take you.
Definitely. And let me share with you something amazing I came across on a lecture I saw on social media the other day. Any person who is the recipient of an act of kindness has their serotonin levels increased and their immune system is strengthened. But secondly, any person who is the provider of kindness to the people you're close to in life, or just a smile to a stranger even, their serotonin level are increased at the same degree as the receiver. And also their immune system is also strengthened. So if you want to strengthen your immune system, be kind. But third, and even more fascinating, is that the observer of an act of kindness also has the same positive effects with their serotonin levels increased and their immune system strengthened. Just because they're in the energy field of something who's displaying kindness. How contagious isn't this? And this makes me so happy. With all the war and terror and negativity and narcissism and bullying and all of these awful things happening in the world today, now we know for a fact that positivity is so contagious and so healing. We have to spread it. We have to be it. Be positive. Lift people up. Share for others. Help them out. Smile to a stranger. Talk nothing but good things behind people's backs. And have a positive, uplifting dialogue with yourself. This is super important. And this will lead you to higher performance, success, and happiness.
Let's look at some steps of how to wire your mind into being more positive. Firm positive statement to yourself out loud or in your head. Positive affirmation can help reprogramming your subconscious mind. Repeating affirmation daily can reinforce your self-worth and boost your confidence.
Keep your goals within reach, but slightly out of reach, so you keep growing.
Practice gratitude. You have to start thinking like you are blessed. That's how your blessing gets achieved.
Challenge negative thoughts. Our brains are wired to notice threats and problems, which can lead to negative thinking patterns. By challenging negative thoughts, you can interrupt these automatic responses and introduce a healthier perspective. Instead of feeling like the victim and at the losing end of things, think of it as a lesson. And an arrow can only be shot by pulling it back first. So when life is dragging you back with difficulties, it means that it's going to launch you into something great.
Take responsibility of your circle. Surround yourself with positivity. This can be Positive people, positive activities, and upbringing energy, like listening to upbringing music.
Have a clear vision. Focus on solutions, not problems. By focusing on solutions and opportunities instead of dwelling on problems, you're more likely to maintain emotional balance. And being optimistic is very helpful in life. We see this in the people that has the character traits as the problem solvers, the doers.
Have self-compassion. Negative self-talk can hold you back from making progress. Self-compassion helps you approach mistakes with kindness rather than criticism. Reduce feeling of shame and frustration.
Practice mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness helps you stay in the present moment rather than getting caught in a loop of worry or negativity. Meditation can calm your mind and help you respond to situations more thoughtfully.
Practice forgiveness. Holding onto grudges or resentment weighs you down and keep you stuck in a negative emotion. Forgiveness frees you to move forward and focus on the present. If you hold a grudge toward someone, you are the one carrying the heavy luggage.
How will you start implementing these things into your life today? We are all responsible to make the world a better place. We have looked at so many important factors in this episode by how you can affect others by being positive. Also, how you can improve your own life and lead to your own happiness and success. Are you up for taking the responsibility?
By cultivating a long-term habit, thinking positively, you will become less prone to negative emotion and more likely to integrate positive thought into your daily routine and attract success. The benefits of positive thinking are ways. Positive thinking is a choice that you make every day, and the benefits are undeniable over time. The best part about positive thinking, there are no negative side effects.
One of the most important benefits of practicing positive thinking is that when you consciously practice it, it becomes a habit over time. And eventually, it can even become your new natural reaction to negative or difficult situations. And after practicing this mindset that positivism actually is, you start adopting it as a personality trait. You become positive.
And remember, happiness is a mood, positivity is a mindset, and positivity leads to happiness.
Optimism is a happiness magnet. If you stay positive, good things and good people will be drawn to you.
This episode was recorded on the 6th of March 2025. In the show note, you will find the link to our infamous homepage, the 101percentpodcast.com, where you can subscribe to our free weekly newsletter, donate to our podcast, and all the information about subscription you need. Take care and stay positive and give it your best. If you like this episode, please share it with a friend. It is important for us to get out our message so we can help as many people as possible. And we will highly appreciate it if you could take 1 minute of your time to follow us on social media and review the show on Apple Podcast and Spotify. All links are below. Our Instagram is the 101% podcast. Until next time, take care and go 101% into achieving your goals. You owe it to yourself.